Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Dill and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this series of videos, I'm going to discuss about the IELTS writing test for the academic stream. I am sharing with you a few facts that I have discovered and few strategies that I use to score more in my IELTS writing test, which I find the most challenging part of all four components of the IELTS test. So I hope this series of videos will be helpful to you, those who are preparing for the IELTS exam. So this is just the introductory video. And when it comes to the IELTS writing test, there are two tasks that you have to complete. And the duration is about 60 minutes. And how you should be dividing the time between these two tasks is you should allocate roughly about 20 minutes for task 1 and 40 minutes for task 2, because task 2 is the part which carries the most marks. So that's how you should be dividing your time, and you should at least write 150 words for the task 1 for the answer. And what are the types of questions? So usually when it comes to task 1, it's just they will be giving you some sort of a chart, a table, a diagram, just to first you have to summarize, identify some trends in those, and then you have to describe it using at least 150 words. So what are the types of questions that will be given to you? There can be graphs and charts like line charts, bar charts, pie charts. There can be tables, and there can be processes and maps, and there can be multiple graphs and charts where they ask for comparisons between two time periods or between two countries. So there can be various types of questions like this. How to structure answer? It's very important when it comes to the writing test to have a plan for yourself, just because it's very important to approach these questions very strategically. Even though you're very good at English, it can be challenging for you if you're not well prepared enough for the writing test, because I myself struggled to score more than 7 for the writing test, even though I scored very high for the other components. So I had to prepare myself and write several answers and keep practicing, which helped me a lot to get a better score for the writing test. So usually it's the answer to task 1 is about 3 to 4 paragraphs. If you write it in 3 paragraphs, that's fine, because it's just 150 words. First paragraph is introduction, basically writing what is there in the question and giving just an overview, is the second paragraph. The third paragraph is a set of key ideas around one, like I will describe and talk about this further when I'm discussing the questions. And paragraph 4 is key ideas part 2. How to manage your time? So you have roughly 20 minutes for task 1, and it's very important to spend at least 2 minutes. Don't spend more than that, because you just have to complete either writing or typing your answer in 20 minutes. So it's very important to just have a structure, have a look at the question, highlight the keywords, and spend at least 20 minutes to plan what you're going to write. And then for paragraph 1, introduction, 2 to 5 minutes, I would say. Paragraph 2, so I basically wrote the answers. I tried to write it in 3 paragraphs. You can use 4 paragraphs if you want to. It depends, there's no hard and fast rule when it comes to these questions. So you can spend about 5 minutes for each paragraph. And when it comes to academic writing task 2, you have to spend at least 40 minutes, because it's very important. You have to write a very structured essay for task 2, and the word count should be at least 250 words. I tried to write my answer using at least 300 words, because it gives you a good spread of a count of words to express your ideas. But if it's very long, what I have heard is you tend to get less marks. So it's very important to try and write your answer within the limit of, I would say, 300 to 350 words. And for the essay, you can get advantages, disadvantage type questions. Whether do you agree or disagree? They will ask, do you agree or disagree? And opinion questions. So they can ask what are the disadvantages and advantages. And sometimes they will ask you to discuss both views, and at the end you should give your opinion as well. So it's very important to read the question very, very carefully and answer the question that they have asked, because they're specifically looking for that. And when you're structuring your answer, usually it's 4 paragraphs. First is your introduction. Second is a set of key ideas for body paragraph 1. And third is a set of another key ideas, set 2. And the final paragraph is your conclusion. So I will describe and explain further how you should be expanding and how the distribution of these paragraphs should be in my following videos. And when it comes to managing your time, you should spend at least 5 minutes preparing and planning and sketching down what you're going to write for task 2. And for paragraph 1, about 5 minutes. Paragraph 2 and 3, about 10 minutes each. And then the conclusion, 5 minutes. Okay, so it comes down to 35 minutes. You have 5 minutes extra just to like skim through your answer and correct whatever the mistakes you have made at the end. Okay, so when it comes to structuring your answer, roughly the introduction should be 40 words. First and second paragraphs roughly 90 words, and the fourth and final paragraph roughly 30 words. This is just a rough count, just as a basic guide for you when you are preparing, and we will talk further about each and every one of these questions and all the types of questions, and I'll try my best to cover all the types of questions and provide you with an example for each type of question in the following videos. And thank you so much for your time, and I hope that my videos will be helpful for you to prepare for the writing test of the IELTS exam. See you again and meet you all again in another video, and just share this and subscribe. I'm Dr. Dill.